to whom it may concern. I am writing to voice my displeasure with your Coach's Box show and the manner in which Coach Miller wears his hat. Very unprofessional! Exclamation point. Oh, hi!
Welcome to the Coach's Box here. Ray Halbrook from Livestream STL. Hope you all are doing really, really well today. We've got a special version here, and I'm going to show it all right here. We have the backwards hat clan today. So I'm going to turn everybody's microphones on.
No, it's the backwards hat mafia.
The backwards hat mafia.
And the Chris Miller sunglasses on.
That's right.
We're gonna do the whole show in sunglasses.
Yeah, I probably am too.
You should have your gator mask on too.
Oh, if I had one, it'd be up, man.
Right?
There he is.
I want you to talk.
I was gonna say I can get you a Herky Black Cat one. It's pretty sweet gator.
It is pretty sweet. I just bought 4 of them.
I need to need something like that for when I go hunting out in the woods.
Yeah,
behind a tree.
Before I forget, did you ever sell that card? I still have cards.
Oh, shameless plug. Here it comes. Hang on, I still got mine. Here you go. Here.
What? You got to use that.
Oh, I need to, probably.
But Miller bought one. I will give him credit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, gotta support the kids.
that's right. It's all about the kids.
Do it for the kids. That's why we
trying
do all
to find
this.
those ones that value their education.
Always.
Well, they're down that way.
No, they're this way.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Number one high school.
They're that way.
Number one high school in Jefferson County, right down there.
Hey, Zach, you remember that time you used to have the kids do the map of the county and geography? Everybody here failed.
Okay,
We didn't take his class. That's the problem.
That's true. Otherwise, you know a lot about criminal minds.
That's right.
That's a story for another time.
Or Zima.
That's right. Oh, we should have an interesting show at least.
That's right.
If anybody is kind of wondering why we are wearing our hats backwards, it's because Mr. Jeff Whitener decided to. Well, he personally called me out for being unprofessional. And, now look,
I bet this is the first time.
it's not the first time he's probably said that. So, just as I pretty much wore my hat backwards all the time to the point where my dad's like, "Why are you wearing your hat backwards?" I said, it's just a thing, and he thought I was ridiculous. So, anyway,
That's great.
so I see everybody here supports me on this, and
That's right. We're all bought.
Team Miller right now.
We got your back, buddy.
I appreciate that.
We got the Coach's Box back.
Yeah, so the Coach's Box, I had to be professional. I feel like I kind of do that about 23% of the time, so I had to make sure.
I'm just waiting for Jeff Whitener's Main Street Sports comeback on it, So
And we will have something.
Well, that's true. That's okay. I mean, it's all in good fun, and Jeff's a good guy and does a lot for the area and stuff, so we appreciate him watching.
But he did attack your character there.
Yeah, that's okay. It wouldn't be the first time somebody's done that. I don't hold grudges. I just get even.
Well, he wouldn't even ask Coach O our questions. Me and McVay were filling it up yesterday.
We're trying to help you guys out.
You're busting me here. You're busting my chops. It's my fault.
Ray's like, it wasn't his fault. It was mine.
Well, I was just going to blame it on Jeff because he was messing with you.
Yeah,
so,
I appreciate that. See, everybody.
Speaking of having his back, there it is.
Oh, here we go.
Having your back.
He's already on it.
Is he posting already?
I don't know. I haven't even opened that part up yet. Been trying to do the other stuff like
He's on Twitter, and he said rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh. We got to get on Twitter more. That's what it tells me.
That's the problem.
Right now.
Well, let's show this video. What we're talking about, Ray. I think you have
everybody's
this video.
What are you talking
already
about?
showed it?
Yeah, I already showed it.
Oh, perfect.
man,
Perfect.
look at
Man,
that.
we didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hey, Ray's on top of this, apparently.
I got it, man.
He did say, hey, we're going to go to the video first, and we're all like, okay, and had no idea it was happening.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
Santa Claus coming
There
to
you
deliver
have it.
presents,
There you
and
are.
nobody knew. So anyway,
So Chris, when are you going to take these glasses off? I just can't do this.
I don't know if I'm looking at you or you.
Man,
just can't do it.
I don't know who live stream STL is there, but it's still better than looking at the top of Blair's head.
That's probably Jeff.
Yeah,
That's probably Jeff.
That's Jeff. That's good stuff right there. So anyway, tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about what's happening on a national level as far as sports coming back, because as we all feel, and in the last 18 weeks of discussing this COVID stuff, because hey, there's nothing else to talk about. Everything's kind of like a trickle down effect.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever happens on the national scene, it seems like colleges, high schools follow suit, and hopefully that we end up having, we get back to normal. We get a chance to have sports.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really knows for sure, but we do have national sports coming back. Major league sports are back. We have
Well, unless you're the Marlins.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. So, for anybody who doesn't know, what is the number of people that
I
are?
heard 17 today.
That's what they said. 17
Okay,
today.
so 17 members of the Miami Marlins. Almost said Florida.
Yeah,
The Miami Marlins.
Might as well say the same thing.
Yeah,
Same
well,
thing,
yeah, they're in Florida now for a while.
They're not even leaving.
You can't go nowhere. They're the Major League Baseball team. They all tested positive for COVID. So games have been canceled that were scheduled. I think 2 games with Philadelphia, and
I want to say maybe New York.
New York had games
Yes.
with Philadelphia, and I think they canceled 2. So, or postponed, or whatever you want to
It's
say.
worked out all right for my fantasy team. I don't have any Yankees. I don't have any Marlins.
Why don't you have any
Phillies.
Yankees? They can bash the ball, man.
Because
They're the Yankees. There you go.
because it's the Yankees.
It's on principle with you, isn't it?
There's
A lot of
things
it's on
on there's a lot of
principle.
things on principle, which you will see today on the rant.
Oh, hang on.
Here we go.
Oh, do we want to start the rant right now?
No, we don't want to
Okay.
start it
Darn
now.
it. Darn it.
Jeez, come on, Ray. So
Well,
We do have our infamous every week guests that show up every single week to our show to watch. And so I want to give a shout out to John and Sonia Maddox. I mean, they show up every single week and watch our show live. I think it's awesome. Jason,
You
what
got
are you
some on
doing?
your nose?
Get it off there.
I was
right?
I'm
Wow.
wiping your
Wow.
nose, dude.
just because he's 1/7 of your boss doesn't mean that you have to say something every time. John's a
know
good
what
guy.
you're
I'm just
talking
messing with.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Very supportive of our show. I think it's a very
I
important thing
agree.
to notice.
Maybe
that,
they just like
hey,
coming and eating Mexican food too.
Well, I
Check
don't
it
know
up
where they
on
would have
both
gotten
of you.
that
That's what
at.
they're
Well, I mean the fact that you're here all the time.
Well, maybe.
All right, so back to
Yeah,
accounts in
they
life.
weren't here the week he wasn't.
See?
So with Major League Baseball back, and we had a chance to see probably about 3, 4, 5 games, and now we have this happen. And the difference between Major League Baseball and, say, the NBA or the NHL, the NBA is they put everybody in a bubble in Orlando.
No cases.
No cases so far, except
Now, Lou Williams might have one, but
Lou Williams pulled a good one, but we'll get to that in a second. And then the NHL
chicken wings.
has 2 hub cities where all the teams are split, and that's where they're playing. And the difference, Major League Baseball is not doing a bubble. So they are still traveling. Now, their testing is a little behind the other sports because, let's face it, Major League Baseball, and they
They
not,
dropped the ball.
They definitely dropped the ball. Those are called errors, from what I was told. So, what's you guys' thoughts about this? This whole,
It was going to happen.
yeah.
I mean, it was going to happen. I mean, they talked about it. I think the commissioner said today we knew this was going to happen, and our protocols are fine. I mean, I don't know if you want to call 17 people on staff fine, but I don't know. It is what it is.
My question is 7 of those 17 people, were they tested? How many times were they tested from day one of summer camp through today? And when were they tested? They say that the protocol was that they were being tested daily. Is that? I mean, I don't. Who knows?
I believe they have to be they have to test before they play every single day. So that way, depending on whatever they encountered at night at their hotel or whatever, when they show up, they get tested.
So my question was, if they weren't tested the day before, had no symptoms or anything to that nature, why did all of a sudden we just end up with 17 people in one day test positive? Just because they were around each other for that one day? I mean, is that the initial thing, or was it something that occurred? Do they also, those 17 people, were they all together at some place after practice that day.
They all went to have wings.
They all went with Lou Williams. Now look, if nobody is paid attention, that's a great story. He was on his way back from a funeral that he didn't tell anybody he was leaving the bubble to go.
No,
correct me if I'm wrong.
They
No,
knew
he
he was
they
going
knew he
sure.
was going to a funeral,
Yes.
but
They didn't know he was making a pit stop.
He
It
made
was-
a pit stop
it was
to a
Atlanta.
gentleman's club,
Yes, yeah, we got to say correct.
and
Daddy, hey, Manziel said
now listen,
they had
hang
great
on.
wings.
And the reason he stopped there was because they have such good wings that are named after him.
Yes,
So you can
yes.
tell he's a frequent flyer. Like, Coach
like
Blair
the
is here
Blair
all the
special?
time, and I ordered the Blair special here.
I was
at La
hoping you were going to
Pachangas.
say La Pachangas. I was like, whoa, wait,
But Lou Williams,
where's Blair?
Lou Williams has his own wings at a gentleman's club. So see, it could be a lot worse, right?
True.
Or better if you want to look at it that way. So he stops.
Wow, man. Well, I mean,
Cue the music. Cue
Lou
the
Williams
music.
has a lot of. He has a lot of
outta
money.
here.
I mean, I think he can, if he wants to go to the gentleman's club, he can.
I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, I'm just saying. I'm being objective here. So, yeah, he gets put, once he gets back, he gets to be put in quarantine and lose money for that, which makes no sense to me. That if those wings were that good, they must have been X amount of thousands of dollars he's losing for game checks.
Well, I saw Tracy McGrady on ESPN say, "Is this really a story?
Yeah.
Why is this a story?" He said, "If it was normal times, normal NBA, this wouldn't be a story."
But this isn't normal times. This isn't the normal. Listen, when I was watching some of those scrimmage games. Wow, that is just weird seeing it. Did you guys catch any of those?
Some of it,
Like
yeah.
the bench, how it's set up. They're not sitting on a bench. It's like a staggered seating system. And I was having a conversation with Coach Tilden today, saying, "Are we going to have to do something like that? Are we going to have to actually stagger our
Maybe.
seating? Or
Agree.
do it,
What?
Just because
But
a lot of
you're
the
gonna
stuff
have
that
to- you're going to have to limit the number of people that come in, probably to family.
right
Yeah, but
now,
I mean, why are we going to I don't understand the whole staggering on the bench. They're all scrimmaging against each other. They're all passing a basketball to each
COVID
other.
only spreads when you're sitting still, not when you're breathing heavy, getting sweat. And
Within 6 feet for 15 minutes or more. That's the only way it spreads.
it's the only way. It's a smart,
But
very
but,
smart
but if
virus.
if you're together for 14 minutes and you wait that 14 minutes, but 15, if you do that, man, you got it. You got
right.
Well,
it.
I tell you,
took it.
I think Blair over there is fired up about it.
Oh boy, you
And
wait till our
only at
rant.
hay school games.
Wait
not
till
select
our
games.
rant.
yeah,
That's
not
just
select
not
games.
select-
Select games is totally different.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
I
was
was
at
at
a
a
select
select
tournament
baseball
this
game.
weekend.
That's good. We're good. No issues.
Did-
No
We
issues.
wore a mask.
Well, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
spread
if you
it.
wanted to.
I mean, yeah.
Chris, you've got this glare over the top of your head. It looks like you've got you look like the top of top of a Christmas tree on the top of your head. there.
Oh, what's up with
I
that?
don't know how to get rid of it either.
I don't
It's
know.
so
It's
weird.
all right.
So,
That's all right. Nobody needs to be looking at me anyway. I got a face for radio. So
True.
yeah,
Very
thanks,
true.
thanks, Glarehead.
Yeah, no problem.
So
we do have a Kyle Bowler signing
What?
here.
Really?
He is
He's
posting
alive?
in here saying this. See if I can get this up here while it's.
I don't even see it on here. What's
he
where's
must
it's
it
be-
because
posting
he's
this
on
at?
a different Facebook
He must
page.
be on incognito.
So let me check this
hiding.
out and see. He is on.
Lisa Marie.
He's on the coach's box. That's why. And this is what he says right here. Marlins canceling games is a hoax. So their schedule won't look as bad as it does year in and year out.
That is a great.
Listen,
That's a good. That's a good
has
one to go
anybody
off
caught?
of.
Has anybody caught their games at all or anything? The
No,
one
just
or two they
Cardinals.
played. Yeah. Do you know if they have the cutouts in the stands? Because as many of those, there's still more cutouts than there are people who attend the game. And
That might be true.
They might have to start doing that just to make it look like there's people there watching. Like someone said, how are these athletes going to know? Well, or how are they going to react? And I'm thinking, well, hell, everybody in Florida knows how to play like that. Tampa Bay, the Marlins, I mean, they all understand what it's like to play with nobody in the stands. Pretty used to it.
That's true.
I mean, you come to St. Louis, or it's kind of a little different. Yeah.
Right.
So I do kind of like the cutouts. The people in the stands.
Well, I hear people are paying for those.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah.
For their own face.
In Chicago,
Now, the
somebody-
NBA is, right? They're doing that.
What if happens if you get hit by a foul ball? I mean,
You get the ball.
You get the ball?
That's
Maybe
what I'm
in some
hearing.
places.
In some places,
Wow.
they are sending the ball to you.
How about that?
You get
So
it.
a guy in Chicago, a White Sox fan, because the Cubs wouldn't do this because they're awful.
Yes, agreed.
A guy bought like almost a whole couple rows.
I bet he's
and it's
from
all
Chicago,
his face.
too.
It's all his face, the whole
We're
row.
gonna get there. We'll get there.
I'm sure he's from Illinois and Chicago too. But
Probably.
Hey, but that's a good story for that, too, later. Yes, great.
Here we go. I have no idea. Wow. This thing is off the rails
Well,
already.
you cannot go into Illinois if you're from Missouri without being quarantined for 14 days.
That is true.
Effective today.
Yep.
Effective today.
Hey, last weekend
Really?
I couldn't go to Ohio for the same reason.
So, but my question is,
My wife got a list of states she can't go to
Yes.
for her job.
yes, and so my question is, what if somebody lives in Illinois but works in Missouri? How does that appear? I mean, do they come over here? Do they have to be quarantined for
different.
14 days? How's that different?
That's different
How?
'Cause
How's
it
that
is.
different? No, it
Because
isn't.
it's Illinois.
It's not different. Not at all.
because it's Illinois.
Don't get
me
started on this.
started on this.
This is one of those after show things.
You better maximize my rant about 25 minutes tonight.
We ain't got time.
We've
for that.
actually-
it's gonna happen.
We got no time.
We're
Guys,
actually
Nobody
doing,
with a
Anyway.
Kentucky hat gets 25.
Oh, here we go. I'll just take it off just for you, Jake.
Oh, man.
Just take it off.
Please do.
Yeah,
Get
no,
you
no,
that hat.
put it, hang on.
Oh, there it
Let's go.
is.
It gotta go back on. Here, let's put a hat on then. Put that Thomas hat on.
That's great. We're actually moving it down to 3 minutes, so no more 5 minutes, so it's even less.
Well, I'll take Jarvis's 3 minutes then.
okay, sounds good.
So, all right.
Sounds
So
good.
So you're saying, and I didn't see this, so this is all like breaking news to me. I'm trying to let this marinate. So if someone comes over from Illinois to here, it's okay. But if they go from Missouri to Illinois,
They can't come
Yeah.
back.
They gotta go. They gotta
banned.
be quarantined for 14. They gotta be quarantined for 14 days
that's
Before
the
they can-
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
before they can leave the
That's
state.
the way it is. That's just the
Yes.
way it is.
Before they
It's
can
a-
leave the state.
100% positive.
Yep.
That's stupid.
Yep.
I don't care. Hot take. That's stupid.
Made that known today. That was the
Nobody
was,
gets to travel. You're
yeah.
screwed.
I mean, yeah. There's 13. There was what they say today. 33 states in the states.
There's 50 of them. But go
Are-
ahead.
In the States. He said
33
I
states
teach
in the
this.
United
Us
States.
history
Sorry.
guys.
Oh, yeah. All three of us are
All
over
three
here
of
going,
you are.
There's 50 of them.
33 of them have stipulations with certain people from certain states coming into their state. 33 of the 50 have that.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
well, it should be the ones that have borders with other countries. That would help.
Well-
but not between the states that actually border each other.
So
there's a
Illinois
river there.
only has where you can come from. If you are from Michigan, you are okay. But any of the other states attached to Illinois, you are not allowed in the state.
Yeah, they just
if
added
you're
that
from
today,
that.
right?
Yes.
They added that today.
Yes.
Why Michigan?
I
Who
guess,
cares about Michigan?
I
Michigan's
guess Michigan
close
has
to-
no
they're-
sta- no
they're close
no
to
cases.
Canada.
That's
Yeah, no
interesting. I
cases.
know some people that live in Indiana but work in Illinois.
Yeah, well, they're struck. They're stuck. They're stuck after today.
Well, how are they going to?
How you can prove they're stuck?
Well,
So they have people set
There's
up
the law
on the
that says
borders, watching people come in.
They're building
and-
walls.
You're
So they're watching people come in, and then they're saying, "No, you can't go back."
oh yeah.
Is that what the,
Yeah.
the Illinois state?
right.
If they
It's
pull
Highway
you
Patrol.
over and you are in and you get pulled over for any state, if you have a Missouri license plate or whatever else state, they can pull you over, and if they are familiar with that you are from out of state, in these certain states that are not stipulated in the state of Illinois, you will be asked to be quarantined, and if you do not abide by that, you can be up to 3 days in jail or something to that effect. It was on social media today.
Well, you believe everything you say.
No, it was WGN up in Chicago.
Again, well, that's kind of.
You know,
I'll leave that one
WGN,
alone.
You know, so
so that doesn't make any. Okay, so what if I'm driving through, and I don't stop because why would I?
if you
And
get
I
out
continue-
of any vehicle,
What if
in
I have to get
anywhere in
gas?
the state, it doesn't matter. If you get
It's just-
out in that state, you have to be quarantined for 14 days.
Someone says that we're misquoting this 14-day thing.
Please
so.
tell me because
I want to know.
I
because
already
it's
have a
100%.
low opinion of certain things that
It-
have to do with
Is
that
Is
state.
Donna your mom?
considering the Cubs.
Is Donna your mom?
Yes, my mom.
Okay,
Yes.
so she says we love Kentucky. We love Kentucky haters.
Jarvis,
They,
yes.
they know we're
love Jarvis.
She's from Kentucky, correct?
Yes, she is.
Okay, well then I can't hate on her.
See, Mom, there you go. There you go. I don't think that I don't know John Norton if he can specify what he knows today.
Well-
but that's exactly what I read up on WGN's Facebook page.
So we
today.
got another post here, and Jeff is replying here. This show is as chaotic as the health department meeting today.
No, because nobody is saying to shut up. No, we have not wearing a mask. We were watching that before the show.
Yes.
Which is still going on,
Yeah.
so that's good stuff.
And also, he posts live stream STL is here to solve any school social distancing needs as suggested by Mission. So there you go.
Okay, if you are staying,
that's true.
If you are staying in the state, you are being asked to quarantine. You can leave.
If you were staying in the state for how long? I mean,
Wow,
is
again,
it a
why would
day,
anybody do that?
an hour or two? I mean, they didn't specify that at all. So I think that's a
There's
big
so many
time.
things I want to say, but I just
Yeah, I know, right? It's like I'm
Scary.
just going to leave this one alone.
Boy, don't get me started. Don't get me started on
Kyle
this.
Borer here again. Blair's
Uh-oh.
family's telling him so they can stay at his house longer.
You would say that, yes.
They make a reality show about it called
great.
Full House. Oh, they did that.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
So yeah, that's anyway. We got a little off the rails
we actually, we talked about Jeff Whitener's quotes. Oh, I keep forgetting. It was
Oh.
Ray's fault yesterday.
Yeah, it's-
It was
And
my
me and McVeigh's questions did not get
I'm
asked to Coach O.
sorry.
As a Festus grad, I wanted to see what he is going to do with that offense because Festus is a running team. That's what we did. Okay, I'm not Festus anymore, but that's what they do.
So, Coach,
And so he's going to spread it out. I just want to see what that was.
so,
You're always going to
Coach
bleed
O,
Tiger
call
blood.
in,
Coach O, if you're out there and you're
blood,
listening,
text in,
Like Charlie
message
Sheen.
in. He's got my number. Call me.
Coach
You
O,
know.
if you're out there
Winning.
listening, Coach Jarvis would love to know that
Yeah.
answer. So if you would love to give
I
that
mean,
information to
we're
Coach
on
Jarvis,
this
he would
with
all
these
be about it.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
We are in rare form today.
We have no idea.
Wow.
It's Coach Jarvis with his commercial got us going.
My no sleeves, baby.
Yeah.
Showed off the gun. Everybody got a little.
I was on my way to cut grass, and I was like, man, I need a commercial. Because Millers are so good.
No.
I don't even want to make commercials.
There's nobody who can match my ridiculousness. None of you guys can.
That's what it comes down to. You got to get a little bit ridiculous.
I have no shame. Blair knows this.
We
just
know
how
this for sure.
I think McVeigh does too.
Yep.
Some
Just
good
a tad.
lunchroom conversations have been great out of Grandview. Good
So what?
stuff.
I mean, I guess the NBA has it pretty nailed down right now. Then
Yes.
they look like they've got the best plan.
And I don't-
Canada is also, this is talking about Major League Baseball. This is why they're like, this is why we didn't want,
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why
yeah.
we didn't want you coming up here.
Yeah, so everybody.
They're
you
the
guys-
Buffalo Blue Jays now, right?
Buffalo Blue Jays. Be careful, they can lose their team to Buffalo.
Right?
Everybody's trying to get out of Canada, right?
My question is, what about NHL?
Well,
So we haven't seen anything to that nature yet.
I think do they open tonight or tomorrow?
tomorrow? I think
Yeah.
it's tomorrow.
Blues
There
and
were some
Blackhawks tomorrow.
There were some Blues players that had it. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They,
Yes.
they
They quarantine,
went
they're
and
out.
They're okay, but see now they're locked down in the hub. So like you said, the NBA having everybody in a place where you can't leave. They basically set up this. It's like a summer camp for your kids, and you go away and you have activities. You know, maybe not gentlemen's clubs with the best wings ever, according to Johnny Manziel,
Well.
who said
Wow,
that
God.
Lou Williams has got it
Manziel
right.
said he's
so,
right.
Wait. And Johnny Manziel
I
would
would
know
listen to
about
him.
gentlemen's clubs and probably wings. He
Yes.
just seems like that kind of guy with the wings.
He does.
And
So-
casinos.
And, yeah, in casinos. So, so the NBA. I mean, I feel like they do have it. I agree with you because they're constantly testing, they're constantly monitoring, and if you're in the bubble, and I hate saying the NBA has it figured out because I feel like it's a backwards league anyway. But they do have it, and I want to see what the NHL has when they kick back because they have two cities.
Right.
They're up in Canada. They're all basically doing the same thing. In
Amazing
two
how
places.
Canada
But
allows the hockey teams to be there,
it's baseball.
but not baseball.
It's different when the
Well-
pond's frozen.
Well, but it's also different because look at
Well.
the roster numbers. Look at just the overall, the management, whether it's the coaching staff and all the other staff members. I mean, you're going to roll out, what did MLB say for the first few weeks? 30-plus players?
Yeah.
So, I mean, NBA has 15 on a roster
Yeah.
that's active.
Yeah.
So,
5
I mean,
coaches.
So it's different. I mean, you're going to have
Well, And I don't know what the COVID numbers are in Canada. I have no idea. You know,
I know,
so
because it's Canada.
I don't worry about Canada. What's it do to me?
They have free health care.
I heard it's a good
it's
place to
not
go
free.
fishing.
It's free.
It's nice to go on a cruise there. I know that. I've heard nothing but good things about Alaskan cruise. Canada, go up there, and go through Canada, go up to
say
Alaska.
Okay,
Yes.
well, Alaska.
You go through Canada to Alaska.
Oh, you go-
Okay, so just so you know,
McVeigh's geography class.
like,
Oh, man, he is. Oh. No wonder he's a Kentucky fan.
Oh, here we go.
He didn't even know what state he was born in. I mean,
you take the cruise from Henry Hudson, and
have
you go
to
through the
get
Hudson Bay,
through it.
and you sail
There's the
through.
music.
Get the music.
There's the music. Jeez, McVay, what are you thinking?
Rails.
You got to go through Canada to get to Alaska.
Oh, Alaska.
Alaska's that island over here, right? It's always
This is going to
right
be a
next to
fun year
Hawaii.
with you.
Right next to Hawaii.
This is going to be a fun year with you.
I know.
Well, it's
I
on the
can't
map
wait.
next to each other. Yeah,
Oh my
it's right
gosh.
there.
I guess we got to go to a break.
Do we have to?
Well, we're 25 minutes in. We probably should.
Probably should. You got to pay
Always.
the bills somehow.
Yeah. Got to pay those Alaskan bills.
With Alaskan money.
So we'll turn our hats back around. It's got to be the hats.
Well, I
right?
don't have no hat on. That's
right.
the problem.
Well, there you go. I understand. I understand. You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back.
Might be watching the coach.
For fine Mexican cuisine,
A family atmosphere.
any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pechangas. Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter. Come out to La Pechanga.
USA Mortgage, the home of possibility. Office is located in Festus, servicing homeowners from St. Louis to Cape Girardeau. Contact Justin Neal at 636-385-5232 or check him out on the web at festus.usa-mortgage.com.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
And we are back here. Thanks for watching the Coach's Box. We want to let you guys know a little bit about what's going on the rest of this week for us. A lot of this obviously is pending rain. Jeffco Diamondcast baseball here Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday we'll be out at Festus, out at the the Butch Lucas Field. Festus will be taking on the Rock Memorial Post 283, and then also Thursday the JC Blazers come to town, so 2 doubleheaders there, and I meant to ask Riley. You want to call one of those games there, Riley?
Which one? What
On
night?
the spot.
Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday night or Thursday night?
I cannot
got a
Wednesday
doubleheader.
night.
Got a
Maybe
doubleheader.
Thursday. Maybe Thursday.
All right, well, we'll
Maybe
take it out.
Thursday.
I had
So forget you guys.
I had
right.
well,
Well, you want to do it with me?
yeah.
Thursday
Hey,
night? You got a free?
Thursday night.
How about all three of us? Just do it together.
Oh my goodness. The coach's
Chris
box.
Chris isn't into baseball very
That's
much.
okay, you know.
He doesn't like to call
Hey,
it.
no.
Baseball's my
He was
first
on
love.
TV. He was on TV how many years ago?
I don't know, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that
Yeah.
in the bleachers.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Talking
Fox
about how your
Sports.
dad,
Yeah,
you
right.
went to the family, went to the, it was a yearly thing. Yeah, great.
Ray knew not to ask me. I'll be delivering emos, pies that night.
Well, you know.
Order up, Pete.
Hits.
Yeah, order up, please.
Also, we'll be looking for some
Tip big.
sponsorships here for Jeffco Friday Night Blitz. And we'll be
Friday
looking for
Night Blitz.
things like that. That's what we got. It's
Nice.
Diamondcast baseball. We're going to have Diamondcast softball.
Speaking
we got
of-
Jeffco, Diamondcast.
Speaking of
Friday Night Blitz.
sponsorships, I saw attorney Matt Brown walk in.
Yeah.
Yes, one of our big sponsors.
He come over and buy his card today. I got it over here for him. And
Shameless
if you
plug
need a
number
lawyer,
two.
Matt Brown's the guy to see. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, 100%.
There it is. And if you're interested in advertising with us for football season, there's how you get a hold of us, 314-852-4398. As we move to our second segment
It
here.
doesn't stand as well.
So,
as Kentucky.
so Ray, before we go any further, I want to make sure that I
The
clarify
music's still going on when Riley's talking.
with Coach McVeigh here.
Getting to Alaska?
So I had to Google this, and my lovely mother always has my back. So can you get to Alaska by car without going through Canada? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
Taking the Alaska Marine Highway ferry would be the cheapest option to getting by a car from Alaska. You have to go through Canada. So, just wanted to clarify that to you, Coach McVeigh.
You said you were going to take a cruise and you got to go through Canada.
Canada.
To get to
You got to
Alaska.
go by Canada.
You gotta
said
go through it.
Yeah.
You do. You
No.
got to go through Canada to get to Alaska to get on a cruise.
Don't have. You didn't explain it like that.
Well, I don't need to explain it. You should. Common sense should tell you.
Coach
that.
didn't tell me to do that. Yeah, I can see that
Yeah,
happening.
well, yeah. That's for another topic for another day. Well, let's go on.
I've got
to
a good.
something
I've got a
else.
good post here. John Norton just said, "Can Matt Brown fix quarantine tickets in Illinois?"
That's a good question.
That is a
don't
very
know.
good question.
Hey.
Right up.
As long as go to court in Illinois, that might be tough. I've got to save that. I got to be careful because I don't want to rip Illinois too much.
Why not?
First off, you're from there, and your family lives there.
They do. They do.
Oh, you think he'd be an Illinois fan?
You know,
but
you think
anyway,
you'd be an Illinois fan.
Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. Yes, I am. Salukis. Go Dogs.
Never seen you wearing one of those.
I got
Sure.
plenty of them.
Been like
in my-
maroon.
Yeah,
It's-
never seen maroon on you.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you haven't seen me very often.
I've
then,
seen
I
pink,
guess.
but I've never seen maroon.
You've
on
only
you.
seen two colors on me, blue and then red and black. I got
And
some
pink.
great red and black
I've
today.
got a
Pink.
picture of you in pink.
Yeah, you look like a.
I do have that. Was
Bald head. It was
Kind of look
shining.
like a Colombian drug lord.
that was when they-
Yes, he did.
He does.
Hey, I shaved my head for
Shaved your
cancer
head.
research that night.
And you also had like the deepest tan ever.
I was dark. I was dark complected.
And
then.
you looked like you were angry. So I was like, man, who's this? Oh wait, that's
He
Blair.
always looks angry. He's
That's
probably
true.
talking to a ref.
I was probably talking to
No.
Carrie. Carrie loves me. Carrie loves
Carrie,
me.
if you're watching the show,
Man,
we just chime in and
Carrie
see
out.
Hey, Carrie and I have become really good friends. We
Hey, you worked
we
together.
officiated together this
Yes,
last
you
couple
did.
summers.
Yeah.
So we've become good friends. We've been able to talk and have some good conversations. So
Yeah.
hey, good things
It's
happen.
It's probably like I don't know why he's giving me a hard time. He doesn't even know the rules.
No, that was the opposite way around.
Yeah,
Liz, yeah.
okay. So
Oh, man.
So we were kind of talking about the NBA being in the bubble. If again, I mentioned if the benches on the NBA, if you watch, they're kind of staggered out in seats. If we don't have any fans, what's your thoughts on that actually being something that high school? Let's use basketball for instance. What's your thoughts on that? Just using parts of the bleachers, roping off a section, and the kids have to sit kind of staggered around. I mean. Let's talk about how this might look. Since we have no idea what it's going to look like, we can draw our own picture and say, "Oh, look over here," like Bob Ross. So go ahead and let's set this up.
Awkward.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be, hey, come on.
Come on down. You're
check
the
in,
next
check
contestant.
in.
Me? Who I got?
Which one?
I hate
Talking to
that.
me?
I'm interested to see how timeouts for coaches are going to be if we don't have anyone in the stands.
Okay, did you guys catch the Cardinals game Sunday? When whoever the manager is now for the Pirates is arguing a call, and he has to put his mask on. The umpire has to put his mask on. And I was watching this, and I'm going, this is a train wreck.
Oh, big time.
And then they can't get close, so if that guy wants to argue, he can't get up in his face.
Well, he can.
Well, I mean, and probably with a big fine, and probably getting put in a bubble or something,
Well.
in a black house site or something, because he violated COVID rules. But anyway, it was a train wreck to argue
it
a
was
call.
funny.
It was funny. Oh
It was
yeah,
funny. It
but
was
it
good.
was absolutely hilarious to see this happen. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what that's gonna look like trying to call a timeout.
Well, I
or-
just don't. I mean, look, I don't understand why we're going to space kids out.
Well, what about a huddle? I mean, you got a timeout huddle,
Yeah.
and you want all the kids right around there to look.
Right.
Well, I can't have that. So what am I going to do? Project everything on the wall and we're doing this, we're running that.
Well, yeah,
That is what
Carolina.
I might run that. Is that a good play?
I've tried it.
Thief.
it worked. It
You
worked.
guys suck. Stealing my stuff.
Well, I think
No wonder you
who'd
guys
you
didn't win
steal
a
it from?
district.
Who'd
No
you
wonder
steal it from?
I think it might have been Al Davis's stuff.
Nope. No, it wasn't.
Alan Davis stole from him.
Alan Davis did steal from me.
I don't believe it.
He will tell you that.
I don't believe it.
I asked him.
Hey, just because you don't believe it doesn't make it any less
Well, I
true.
still won't believe it.
Hey, if he's watching,
He's not watching.
Greg
He is
Bishop,
not
no, not Alan. I know he's not watching. Not operate. He said, "What's this book face thing?" I'm like, "Oh God," and explain it. Yeah, that's great.
Did
No,
he really say it like that?
yes. Listen, when I tell a Coach Davis story, they are true. I don't make up any of it. It's too good. Ask the Cinnabons from or the. Cinnabon Delights from Taco Bell. That's a story for another day. That'll make you roll over. Can't tell it on the air. So,
Oh, my.
no, Greg Bisher's the one who, when I was at Sturgeon, he called it 21 zone, and that's what we ran. So I was like, I don't like running 21 zone. I'll call it Carolina. Do my own thing.
Same
so,
simple.
Yeah, it keeps it simple. and-
Sturgeon. Oh, that's one I hadn't heard. Well, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard so many schools you've been at. I can't keep.
I know. I've probably been at or coached in a lot of gyms in the state of Missouri. So it's kind of like it was a running joke with Coach Davis and Coach Keeling when he was out of Grandview. So, like, you've been in more gyms than us. I'm like, yeah, thanks. So that's not a good
says a
thing.
lot.
Yeah, well, that's not a good thing.
Whoa.
You're bouncing around, and they're old, so that worked out. So, anyway, back to this. It's crazy. I don't know how a timeout's going to look. And I've wrapped my head around this after reading the mission memo and thinking if we get to the point where we can have basketball, how am I going to be able to do this? First off, my rant was coaching in a mask last week. Now I'm trying to think, how am I going to – I mean, do I get a bigger board to draw on? And
Well, I've been thinking about how's football going to have a timeout, and then every kid has to find their water bottle.
yeah.
Yes. How long does it last?
Wow.
I mean, how long does
I
the
didn't
timeout
even think
last?
about that.
You got to think about it. Is it a 5, 7, 8 minute timeout? Because you got to think about it. They got to go find their own water bottle, take care of that, then bring it over. Then you got to talk to them. So how long does that last?
So a manager in football can't squirt the water in their mouth
Nope.
through the helmet anymore. You actually have to take your helmet off, do the water, and then listen to the coach, then put your water bottle back. Train wreck.
I just want to see one time what their expectations are of all this.
I mean,
What are you guys
is there?
doing now? What are you guys doing now for that? At
We
practice?
take a water break, and you see kids go because there's a water bottle here, there. I mean, they go to their water bottle.
and how long of that break is that? Typically,
Well, I mean,
12 minutes.
No. I mean, Coach Hunter's breaks are pretty quick, but, 5 minutes at least. I mean, by the time they run over there, they get on their water bottle. And then if they run out of water, then we got to go push the button to fill the water for them. And, we're trying to take every precaution necessary. But
Absolutely.
I'm sitting there going, man, how's a timeout going to look in football? What's halftime going to be like? We're going to be like 30 minutes? I mean, what are we – I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
We've
it
got a
is.
question?
That is
Uh-oh.
a good question.
Got a good question here from John Norton. By the way, I don't know who this guy is, but he's had a lot of
like
good comments
this.
and questions. So I like it. I
Let's
like
get
it.
this guy a free T-shirt we don't have.
There it is.
We could contact look at that shirt engraving and
There you
Yeah,
go.
look at
So that would be a-
shirt, look at that
Hey.
engraving. Yeah,
Yeah,
might be
that-
able to hook up with that.
yeah, we could do that.
We
do
can give
some
her,
of that.
we
Yeah,
can give
they're
her a
good
lot of advertising if we
A
like.
lot of engraving, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
So the
speaking
question.
of engraving.
Oh, watch out.
Oh,
There it is.
Sorry,
hold on,
guys.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. Okay.
there's no 5-time. No 5-time, my
Unless
friend.
you
We'll
guys have
see.
cheated.
We'll see.
No 5-time.
So here's the question.
Why
Does
would we cheat?
Here's the question: Does home field or court advantage still exist during this pandemic? Interested to hear your thoughts on both professional level and high school level, where it impacts you guys directly. Sorry if you answer this in other podcasts.
I mean, I think-
Probably not in the NBA with the bubble. I
No.
mean, there is no home. But
No.
Yep.
No, I mean, it depends on, and since we don't have any fans, if you play well on the road, like I would say the Blues were very good on the road.
Agreed.
This is, to me, I feel like the Blues have an advantage over other teams because they were really good playing away from St. Louis.
Agreed.
And when you look at,
So they're used to not playing with fans cheering for them.
that's rough. Just their style of hockey. They don't necessarily play on how the crowd's into it. I mean, I'm sure it does help, but if it's not there, they're booing. I mean, I would say Berube's a pretty good coach. I don't know if you watch hockey.
Yes.
They played on ice.
Yes, I love
I
I love
do.
watching hockey.
Really? Yeah. That's good. What's your favorite
We got a
hockey
lot of
team?
questions
I
coming.
bet my favorite
I like
team
this.
is in Missouri. I'm just saying.
Let's save that for later.
right.
Let's
Just like
save that.
Hey,
for
Pokey
Matt
just right
Brown.
there.
Matt Brown
hold on,
says he
hold
can.
on.
Oh,
Yeah, let me get
You
the
got it?
questions here.
Uh-oh.
I'll get this question because I'm putting it on the screen at the same time. So here's the question. Mel Kern says, "What will it matter?
Uh-oh.
How close they are in huddles and timeouts in basketball when they will be man to man?"
I said that's what I was
It's
getting
a
at.
smart
Mel.
virus.
A smart virus.
Smart virus, yeah. It won't spread while they're playing in your face, up in your grill, trying to get that
Right.
closely guarded
What,
count.
is that man to man?
Yeah,
I didn't know anything about
They
that.
playing the zone. Whatever. We'll be playing man this year. So it will only spread in timeouts when you're in close proximity
Right.
or on the bench.
Right.
halftime?
Half-
No halftime.
There
will be halftime.
I'm not taking my kids to the locker. Why? There ain't no sense in
There
that.
will be halftime. It'll just be on the floor.
Okay.
Is that in the mission memo?
No, that's what they're talking about.
Oh boy.
Talking about the
All right.
no halftime.
Who's
No,
that?
wait a minute. It's one
Who's
thing to go
them
into
and
Herky.
who's-
Wait, in a
there
Herky.
was-
If there's a halftime at Herky and you go down into that one closet, which you guys call a locker room, then yeah, I might as well stay on the floor.
Well,
He's
yeah,
got you.
Yeah,
there.
listen,
He's got you there.
You guys were awful comfortable there, evidently.
I mean,
what a
district
title
title
there.
there. What's wrong with
we're-
that?
I mean, the refs won it for you if you talk to the team you
Steelville.
played.
Talk to Janice. Talk to Janice from Steelville. We can bring that one up. I mean, there's only picture evidence, and she's like, "No, it
Well,
still should have counted."
no, but they
still should.
They talked about that where they're not going to have timeout or not timeouts, but half times. Half times are going to be shortened because the kids are going to stay on the field, and there's just going to be very minimal timeouts. So they want to do the field in the game, have a very minimal halftime where the kids and the coaches do not go to the locker room in a close and tight
What
environment.
about cheerleading? Do they get to do their?
I bet
No
cheer.
cheerleading?
I bet band, dance. I bet there's.
And
none of it.
I'm with Mel's question here. I mean, okay, so
It's a
let's
smart
space
virus?
everything out. But you're telling me on a 30-second play or a 50-second play where I'm blocking him and
None.
but,
You might spit on me
but if
just
I
because.
stand next to
or-
him for 15 minutes, I'm getting it.
What? No. Oh, yeah, 15
Sit next to
minutes.
me.
Yeah, you have to sit next to me within 6 feet.
You better be better so you
So
can get on
we
the
have-
court.
we-
You don't get the virus.
That's why I go to the bathroom so much in between breaks. So I don't see guys. See?
No, that's. Hey,
That's
listen,
old age,
listen.
dude.
We almost made an intervention banner. You probably need to go get checked.
Wow. Got a Matt Brown post here. Matt Brown will personally handle all of your cord team
There we
ticket
go.
needs. How about
There
that?
you
Thank
go.
you, Matt
There you
Brown.
go.
Hey.
Appreciate that.
Great guy.
And then
great
our
supporter.
final question here: will Coach Hunter be on the coaches box?
Well, that's Jason.
That's a great question.
Now, that's not a question for me. That's a question for Coach Hunter. And, yeah.
We're actually
He's
going to
probably
try to
like,
get him
no, I
on
want
the.
to be on there with you knuckleheads.
So as Coach Cunner is out there tonight, you
Yeah.
can ask that question. Would you be
We know he
available?
watches incognito all
if
the time.
if you know Coach Hunter, go ahead and just blow up his
phone
his,
right now.
DMs
Just
and-
text him and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
you need to get on the coaches box and comment on if you want to be on the coach's box.
Right.
That's right.
We're trying to
like
get him on
that.
Main Street Sports because we're getting ready to go into practice or your previews.
Well,
of
they
football,
just did.
so,
They just did
last night, yesterday.
the Main Street thing yesterday, and I was
Yep.
thinking, man, that would have been perfect for Coach Hunter because he's our strength and conditioning guy
Working
at
on it.
Erkey.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
we're
is.
working on it.
Yeah, see?
We're
Oh, I've been
on
giving
it.
him trouble.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No, you wouldn't do that.
But going back to home field or home court advantage at our level, I think if you do that and you have no fans in the stands, I don't believe it is an advantage. I mean, the only thing that I think you could think of is maybe that you get to shoot in that gym on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as crowd support and, getting the kids behind, the student section
Momentum in a
behind.
game.
I
I mean, just there's so many things with.
Right. So, I mean, that does change a lot about team sports. And when you look at the whole overview of all of it, the most important thing is that the kids are being able to be out there and play. That's the key.
That is the most important thing because that's why we're doing it.
Yes.
We want the kids to have the experience of playing.
Right.
And if we look at well, that's not funny. Hell, I've said a whole lot of things that are funny besides that.
I'm laughing at something that's been posted. We're waiting for it.
Jeez.
The suspense is killing you.
It's just like random. Hey, you killed it now. It's over. Go ahead. What do you got to say now, Ray?
Well, here it is. Matt Schuette's posting in. Who's the trivia champ these days?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Four-time.
Well, four-time champ.
Four-time.
I'm going to go for that Celtic run.
No more.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, there it is.
More.
They won a couple. In
Hey,
a row.
do you happen to know a girl named Brandy Hamilton?
Yep, went to school with Brandy.
So
No, there she
Brandy
is.
just posted on her, said, I don't know if you knew. I know Brandy through my brother.
Oh, okay.
And says Chris Miller and I were from the same town.
Oh.
There it is.
watching the
She
show.
lives in
Thanks for
Crystal
watching.
City.
Yeah.
I mean, one of those 5 people that live in that town are watching.
Annapolis?
Wow.
No,
That's
she lives
crazy.
in Festus.
Oh, now she does.
Crystal
Yeah,
City,
now.
I thought.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
Isn't it the same
Not-
town?
No, it's not the same town.
It's the same town, isn't
It's
it?
not the same town.
I mean, I passed a sign that says City Limit Festus, and I see this big sign that says Welcome to
So
Crystal
do
City.
you live in
I'm
Crystal City or
confused.
Festus?
I live in Crystal City.
But you are in the
Festus
School District. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because our
What a weird setup that
our
is.
district lines are drawn well.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
There it is.
So let's get that started.
So there's like a drain ditch or something that he used.
On next week's show,
I know.
Let's show school district lines on the next show. Because somebody needs to help with geography.
Yeah,
Let's
well-
bring maps in. Let's have like a
Hey,
Sheldon
this
Cooper.
guy right here
fun
can tell
with
you
maps.
all about
Fun with- Fun with flags, no fun with maps.
Hey, you could drive right up the street up here, and one side of Scenic's going to be Herky, and one side's going to be Festus School
you
District.
can go into Providence over here. and
But
half
it's a
of
Herculaneum
Festus, half of
address.
or all of this is within St. Pius's.
Well, I mean, wait, we could go further than this.
Yeah.
I know, right? I mean, I can read it to you sometime if you want.
How far out do you go?
That way and that way and that way.
You go across?
No. Well, we could.
Oh, okay.
There's not a ferry to go across.
Oh, yeah, there is. There is.
Where? Somebody got one?
Yep.
Perryville.
St.
St.
Jen.
Jen.
St. Jen.
Valley.
Yeah, that's too far.
We've got a lot of questions coming in. How about this?
Oh,
Okay,
great.
so here's a post. What do you think, or how do you think the NFL is going to work out this year?
I don't. Well, did you hear about the Patriots? They had
Yeah, a lot of them are
7
opting out.
I know.
7 are opting
7
out.
guys. I'm thinking Bill Belichick has something to do with this.
Guys, we're not going to be any good. Go
He's
ahead.
just
and
like,
go ahead and call it a year.
we're on the Cincinnati.
I'm going to cut you anyway.
Well, they are. Most of them are veterans too. I mean,
Tampa's
they're
gonna
older
win the Super
guys.
Bowl anyway,
One of
so
them
it doesn't
had
matter.
type 2 diabetes.
Donta Hightower, his wife just had it.
Diabetes will privilege to show up. Got diabetes.
Oh, my. Here we go.
I didn't catch that.
It's off the rail.
I don't think we've ever been on the rail since we started, have we?
Just rolled out.
All right.
Ball out.
I was just saying why the guy said he wasn't going to play.
I called
I don't
him.
have type 2 diabetes. so I
No,
wouldn't
no,
know.
no. Not at all. But no, Donta Hightower, his wife just had their first baby, wasn't it?
Wow.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, it was back a few weeks ago. So
He's
just
been
aged
around for a
out.
while. If that's his first baby, wow.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Either way.
I've got so many questions tonight. It's not even
Oh,
funny.
that's a good. I see this comment.
Whoa,
We're gonna wait for that one.
whoa,
We're gonna wait
yeah.
for. We're gonna wait for that one.
I'm
so
staying out.
we're gonna go in order.
Must be a family thing.
Yeah.
Matt Schutte says, "Who on the
Yeah, you already said that one.
days can bench
Oh.
press the most weight these days?"
So amongst us,
Oh,
is
not
that what
me.
he's talking?
We're gonna
Oh, definitely not me.
Probably.
Definitely not me.
I can't right now. I'm getting
He's got a
labor.
shoulder.
I'm getting
No.
surgery on Monday.
Well, let's talk about Coach Miller, man. He's been working out here the
No,
last
I
couple
did
of
like
days.
one day.
Oh, Coach Tilden's working him out.
I was gonna say you
It was
got
leg
Tilden,
day.
the master, in
It was
that
leg day today.
wonderful palace that you guys built over there that public schools can't build.
Keep talking about
Megan.
that. Keep talking about that. Go ahead. Let's do a shameless plug for that.
I figured you'd be buff coming in here.
I ain't got time for that.
Me, Coach Tilden, work out.
If I get to that point, that's exactly what I'm going to say. But first, I found out today that my squat technique is awful.
Yes.
So you don't even know. You
told me this 3 times today.
Once.
Yes.
Now twice.
3 times.
This
So
is the
anyway,
third time.
hey, listen, my
Oh
Alzheimer's
my
is going to
gosh.
kick in later on in life. You don't have to start now.
Well, I have a few years on you, baby.
Yeah, it's true. You're all older. So he kicked my butt, and I felt ridiculous. Of course, I haven't picked up any weights in a long time. I was just country strong. You know, you're throwing hay and doing all this work. So I know you city folks don't understand that, but that's okay.
Wow.
That's all right.
Post here from Kyle Bowler.
Go into
There we
that
go.
one.
Pius needs home field so they can come out to the Chicago Bulls music.
That's going to be cool with nobody in there.
Nobody to stand.
Smoke show. Nobody there.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
The lights go out. Here we go. Let's
Yep.
get the strobe lights going.
COVID doesn't come out when you use a fog machine. A fogger. That's the fogger.
It fog
That's
is
what we're gonna do.
fog
Time
is-
out.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, what's in this? Oh, we had to put some disinfectant in the dry ice.
We're fogging
all
the gym. We're fogging the gym.
John
shoot.
Norton, another one, good input on the high school level, Blair. Also, Google says all roads to Alaska go through Kentucky.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, that a boy.
Oh,
I like this
man.
guy, man. He needs to
He
come on
also
more
failed
often.
geography. Failed geography.
Well, depends on who the teacher was.
We are
None of us three.
we are working on getting Coach Hunter on the Main Street Sports Show. Stay tuned. Jeff Whitener says. So
Yeah, go ahead and move to that last comment,
Yeah,
Ray.
let's see. Who is that guy? I don't even know who that guy
should we
is.
leave the last comment out?
No, go ahead and put it up there.
All right.
It's fine.
St. Pius recruits the whole Jefferson County.
Where?
Who would that guy be? Do you know that guy's name? Can you read that name?
Some guy named Jarvis. That's weird.
Some
Yeah.
Dave.
What's up with
That's
that?
Jughead number one.
That's David E. That's David E. I don't even know who that is.
I could hear family traditions in my head right now. Must be a thing. I'm telling you. You got a comment on that, Jason?
The truth. I mean, you know,
Oh my God.
just like the saying, "Hey, you value education."
I don't
Do
go
you
around and
value your
ask kids to
education?
come to school there. That's against the rules.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. This
Against
is great.
the rules.
It is
Don
against the
Jeffries
rules.
is on. How good to see you, Coach Don, or Coach and AD Don Jeffries. How you doing?
Yeah, there we go.
See a lot of coaches on here. This is what I need to say.
I didn't
this.
tell him to ask that question.
I just got to say,
David,
this.
would
I
you
just gotta
please
say,
say that?
Yeah, coaches, ADs. Don't be afraid to send out a question to us. Pop in and say hi. We're going to give you some love. We're going to give you some props for your school.
Absolutely.
That's just how we roll here at the Coaches Box and on Main Street Sports and in Livestream STL. So,
we
invitation
ask
sent.
questions.
There you go.
Yeah, but we ask questions, and Jeff Widener doesn't answer them. He doesn't even ask them.
Poor Jeff.
That's why Ray's done a.
And then he
he's-
talks smack on one of our members
boys,
about his
yeah.
hat being backwards.
Come on.
That's tough.
Jeff, I am so sorry.
Hey, you
that's
come
why-
after the coaches box, we come back.
That's right. Hey, we can pick on each other, but my God, you can't mess with
We
me.
got some commercials coming there.
All right, here comes the
Widener.
music.
Here it comes.
Here comes the music.
Oh gosh, I didn't even. Blair wasn't talking. You're not supposed to wait. You have to wait
We
till
were
he
all
starts.
talking. Sorry.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, Crump sighting.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about the educational opportunities. says Dave Crump.
Hey, if you guys want, I can bring some visual aids on all the statistics and talk about education.
Oh, how you
On
guys
how
get
you
all
do
those
it. How you
D1
do it,
offers and everything?
Here's what I want you to say, Chris.
Uh-oh.
We need to-
Gosh.
Matt Schutte is still on assignment So we need to make sure he gets in here and it specifies the importance
I think
of
he needs to be the guest for the next show.
why St. Pius and their education is important. So maybe,
right.
Matt, we're throwing it out there to you. I know you're commenting on here all of a sudden.
I mean,
You've been on
are these
assignment for-
rumors really true, Blair? Where are you? Well, I mean,
You've been on-
you've been the way you're talking here. I mean, I know he likes blue, but I didn't know he liked dark blue.
Matt Schuette's been on assignment for about 14 weeks now, so we've got to get him back in the
He's
building.
been in Alaska.
But he had to go through Canada to get there.
He didn't go through Canada.
That's great.
That's why he got lost. He didn't know where it was at.
He's up there with Henry Hudson right now.
That's great.
Sailed through Alaska.
Down the Northwest Passage.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Oh,
That's the
my
only highway
goodness.
through.
Oh, my goodness.
I can only imagine. Did you ever give any presentations in school, too?
Never.
I can see why.
I mean, I was in theater, my friend. Don't you know?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
he
that's
gave
right.
presentations.
Yeah, we got it, Noodles. You're on it.
Oh,
Wow. A Noodles reference.
Yeah,
That's right.
here we go.
That's right.
Love it. Love
Well,
we have not been on subject at all.
Sure we
tonight.
were.
yeah, we have. We've talked about it a little bit.
We talked about a
Answering
lot.
questions.
We
Yeah.
talked about a lot
Well,
today.
first off, we're in the middle of doing this stuff, and all of a sudden Ray just starts laughing randomly, and it's
sorry.
all. They say we're off the
I'm
rails.
so sorry. Matt Schuette's posting here. Question for Coach Miller. What school posts the highest ATC or ACT in accounting?
St. Pius did.
the 10th.
There's an answer to that we won't get into at this table. Why?
Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah, why is it? Everyone at
Oh,
our
we
school
know.
takes it.
We know.
Man, look
Would
at
you
that.
like to tell us
What?
why you guys have the highest ACT scores?
We value education.
Shoot.
Way to make it awkward, Zach.
Matt
sorry.
Schuette, can you please answer that question?
Right.
Politically,
He's probably typing.
politically correct at this moment.
By the way, what a great profile pic, that mullet.
The
Yes,
Cardinals
right.
are down 5-0.
5-0 to
Oh, don't
Minnesota.
tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess Martinez didn't have the right hair
Yeah,
color.
Right.
Polanco just homered.
Right.
You know,
Bob Deering posting, when are you guys going to preview the teams?
For football? Or which one? What are we talking about?
Probably
So if you wanna-
basketball.
I would assume
Maybe basketball?
football.
I'd imagine
Baseball?
so.
So just about over. You know.
I'm pretty sure he's talking football.
Okay.
If they're rigging ACT scores, I'm in, John Norton. Oh, my.
Man,
I need to retake mine, and then if we're going to do that, right?
man. What are you looking at me like that for? Next thing you know, it's like it'll be on Dateline or
Boer
something.
posting, Blair, your assistant is proud graduate of St. Pius. Great education.
Well. Yes.
Now
Definitely,
wait,
Kyle.
hey, easy on Kyle because I could always use another assistant coach.
I know you could.
That's
Now,
right.
you like them herky guys on your staff, so.
And to answer the question, it is football. When we're doing football previews, we did 3 previews yesterday on the Main Street Sports Show for Festus R7 in Crystal City. And Matt Schuette has a comment deleted.
He probably doesn't want to jump in on that
That
one.
is interesting.
Gosh, Matt,
My
come on,
goodness.
man. You got to get out of off assignment and get back in here.
Right.
Come on now.
Next week's show with Matt Schuette,
I'm all for it.
right?
We got a
be
seat
great.
right
In
here.
one corner. In the other corner.
Yeah, we do have.
Me.
That's a true
I'm
good.
gonna have to
like
take. I'm
that.
gonna have to take these cameras right here and push them back about another 3 feet, but that's okay. We can make that work. I'm not trying to say anybody's fat. I'm just saying that the.
Well, they're taking the
Whoa, I didn't think about anything like that until
I
you
thought I was thinking of shiny bald head.
that part of it too.
Yeah, shooting to the mix too. I
Oh, that's great.
Everybody has to wear hats
my
now. Why is your hand? Oh, I'm just watching the. It's like a delay. Your hand was in the way. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
It is again off the rails.
It'll be on there again.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's time to go to break.
Do we need to go to break?
We need to go to
I
break.
think somebody has to go to the bathroom here.
Yeah. Hey, we've been on for 14 minutes. I got 30 seconds left. Let's go.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my
You're watching the coach's box.
Maybe.
We'll be right back.
I don't know what it is tonight.
Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
USA Mortgage, the home of possibility. Office is located in Festus, servicing homeowners from St. Louis to Cape Girardeau. Contact Justin Neal at 636-385-5232 or check him out on the web at festus.usa-mortgage.com.
For fine Mexican cuisine,
A family atmosphere.
any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pechangas. Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter. Come out to La Pechanga.
This live stream STL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream STL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. You know, this is important for those kids. And so, you know, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. You know, and if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for you know, kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
We appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here.
We are back here. Thanks for watching the Coach's Box. We will have to say this: we probably had the most interaction tonight than all of the 17 or 18 weeks that we've had.
18 weeks.
18 weeks. Yep. So thank you very much for that. And we're going to jump. Do we want to do trivia first?
Sure.
All right.
We'll do the rants last.
Do the rants last. All right. Here we go.
Anybody in this house wants to hear my rant. Trust me.
Okay, hey.
They want to hear my rant last.
My gosh, he is very confident tonight.
I am.
Everybody want to hear this.
What is wrong with confidence? You got to have confidence in this world. Come on now.
All right. Hey, turn your phone over, Cheater.
Hey, no more 5-time, my friend.
I don't know. There's no answers on my card.
I wasn't talking about the card.
Hey, I got to give a shout out, Miss Mindy Southern, Herky grad, just come in the door over here and waved at me.
Great.
So,
Yeah.
good old Mindy.
Awesome. Yeah. I know Mindy.
Great lady. So I wanted to give her a shout out. So
Right on.
Anybody else in this restaurant you know?
I probably know a lot of people in this place, to be honest with you.
Well, you're here all the time.
You're like Norm.
Well, I will give a shout out. And the only reason why I'll give a shout out to Mindy is Mindy hired me at Herky back in 2006. So I got to give her a shout out. She was
and that's when it all went down.
That's when if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be at Herky today. So I can tell her that's thank you for that.
While we load up our questions here, Dave Crump says Blair, Kyle the Pious, Crump to Herky. Don't know what that means, but we'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
Question for the day: who is enjoying his 77th birthday? Roxana McVeigh says.
It's my 77th birthday today. Is this somebody's birthday today, Coach? Who is that?
Is that
Let's
Daddy?
put it out there.
No, not Dad. He's not 70s yet.
So somebody's 77, he said.
Do you know who that is?
Who's Roxana? Is that your mom?
That's Mom.
So she
Okay.
said somebody's 77th birthday today.
Your mom's making shout-outs.
I know.
To people you don't even know.
Right on.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I just
This might be the best
Put it out
post all day.
If there's anybody you just want to make a shout-out to, we don't have to know them. Just go on there and comment.
This
Tell
might be
your
the,
friends to get on there and comment.
this might be the best post of the show right here. I'm here because of Jarvis's sleeveless commercial.
Right.
Kyle Bowers, question for McVeigh is
Who
your
wrote that,
playbook.
by the way? I didn't get to see that comment.
John Norton.
Oh,
right.
awesome, Norton.
Yeah.
I don't even know this
Okay.
guy, but
Yeah,
he's
right.
on a roll.
Right.
See you, Matt.
Kyle Bowers says, question for McVeigh, is your playbook this year going to be similar to your time at North County?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, it's Bill Bradley's birthday today.
Oh, Bill Bradley. Okay.
There you
Bill
go.
Bradley.
Bill Bradley. Happy birthday,
That's
Bill
okay.
Bradley.
As a Crystal grad, aren't you a Crystal
Yeah.
grad? You think
I
you
don't-
would
you
know
don't-
that?
That's
I
not
mean,
like-
yeah,
that's
that'd
not
be
the map
great.
test.
Right.
Yeah.
That's something. Didn't you have to learn that in school or something?
No.
Up there with one of the presidents or something?
Uh-oh.
You like this, Coach?
Miles Michaelis out for the
Coach,
rest of the season.
Yeah, I
Coach
saw
Bohr
that.
asking you about your playbook. I mean,
that?
we might have your
I gotta
playbook for
figure.
North
I
County.
gotta remember.
so-
I gotta remember the girls' names first, let alone the.
Right.
You know.
Oh,
Why
my
don't you
goodness.
just give name tags?
Oh, hey, dude. And I'm not picking on any coaches because I understand this, but
It's
last
night
night.
directed at me.
Yeah.
or you.
Last night, no, it's not any of your coaches.
Stats,
Last night, it's not, and I'm not picking on the coach by any means, but last night, coach was so under pressure from the JC Phenom playing rock last night. He had so little time. He put everybody's first names on the scorecard and hands it to us. So we're like, here's Jimmy, and I was like,
John's up
dude,
the bat.
I feel for you, bro. I'm feeling it and everything, but I was just like, come on, man. He's like, you know,
he
the
with
funny
the
thing
hit.
about it is, he doesn't know their last names yet because they haven't had enough coach or practices.
Practicing.
You know, so I'm just like, man, I feel that.
We we
get it.
finally got to scrimmage today.
Hey,
Finally.
all right.
Nice.
We don't get to have games and tournaments
How do you-
and travel.
Nice.
You guys get to scrimmage, man.
You know, should have done. Should have had an AAU team.
Hey, you.
Have a dad or somebody coach.
Yeah, kind of
don't
like I
know.
heard at I think the Hillsboro had one.
Hillsboro did. Oh, okay.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
We're ready to move to
Good.
trivia now.
Let's go.
Sure.
Let's
All right,
go.
here we go.
Flip your
Question
phone
number
over.
1. Trivia question number 1. Who was the first major league player to pitch a ball over 100 miles an hour?
The first ever?
The first major league pitcher.
Can you give us some multiple
I got
choice?
multiple choice.
Oh, I was going to hope. My gosh.
The answers are Roger Clemens, Tom Seaver, Dwight Gooden, or Nolan Ryan. Who was the first major league player to pitch a ball over 100 miles an hour?
Can you
Gooden,
specify
Seaver,
those?
Clemens, Ryan.
Who was it?
Gooden, Seaver, Clemens,
I
Ryan.
just guessed.
Major league player to pitch a ball
Good
over
documentary
100.
called Fastball talking about all that.
Okay.
Check it out.
You got your answers? Flip it. Let's go. Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver, D.
That's
Nolan Ryan.
That's the last one.
Nolan Ryan is the correct answer.
Finally got the first one right.
September 7th, 1974. And who did he pitch for?
Well, at the time, probably the
74.
Astros.
Astros did.
No, it was
Angels.
California Angels.
It was an
So it was the
draft by the
Angels in
Angels.
74, huh?
It was officially clocked at 100.8 miles an hour.
Wow. Interesting.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Question number 2. Basketball question.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
We'll all get it wrong.
Who was the first player in NBA history to be
Yeah.
elected league MVP by a unanimous vote? Who was the first player in NBA history to be elected league MVP by a unanimous vote? The answers are Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Magic Johnson. Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Magic Johnson. Who's the first player in NBA history to be elected league MVP by unanimous vote? Curry.
Michael Jordan, right?
Curry.
Right, Miller?
Curry.
Oh, he's
still
writing.
It's like a book.
Michael Jordan is incorrect. Steph Curry is correct.
Ding dong.
2016.
Uh-oh.
Come on now.
Uh-oh.
So you're saying
There's a chance.
By the way, 2016, a record-breaking season in which he led the Warriors to 73 wins.
The fact that nobody
402 three-point
unanimously
field goals.
put Michael Jordan as the MVP is,
Is insane. Yes.
that's insane.
He
But it's
played with a lot.
wrong.
He played with a lot of players. Good players, though.
But he was Michael Jordan.
It doesn't matter.
But he's Michael Jordan.
Didn't matter then.
NHL question.
Oh, he's just mad because he's from North
And
Carolina.
it went down
I'm
to
sure.
NHL question.
And I'm out.
Here we go.
NHL. Oh,
NHL. What was the first NHL team to win back-to-back Stanley Cup titles? Answers. The New York Rangers, the Ottawa Senators, the Vancouver Millionaires, or the Montreal Canadiens. Who was the first NHL team to win back-to-back Stanley Cup titles?
Name those teams again. One
The
more
Rangers, the Senators, the Vancouver Millionaires, or the Montreal Canadiens?
I don't have a clue. I don't.
And we're going way
Do you
back
know?
here.
Do you know?
We're going way back here.
I
All
don't
right.
have a clue.
I got a good one. Might stump everybody.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to stump everybody.
Millionaires.
Millionaires, Montreal. What's your D?
Montreal.
Whatever the last one was.
The answer is the Ottawa Senators.
Oh.
Nobody got that one right.
We're still in.
Still in.
Still in.
He is out.
1921.
He is out. I think he is out.
New winner.
He is
He's
out.
already
of
lost.
it.
We're going to have a new champion.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is.
Get that trophy away from
As
you.
long as it's not Miller.
Hold on. For
Put
the
it
trophy.
in the middle.
Let's put it in the middle now.
Ah.
There it is. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
Man,
Here we
that
go.
sucks, man.
I guess.
Sorry.
Hey, scoreboard. It's like all you Patriot haters. Talk about it when you get all the rings.
All right.
Wait till my rant.
I'll get it next. I might get it back next week. Don't worry.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great. NASCAR.
Oh, God.
jeez. Bubba.
NASCAR.
I don't know.
How many?
Bubba.
Here it is. How many members are there in a NASCAR pit crew? How many members are there in a NASCAR pit crew? Answers:
Come on, Ricky Bobby.
5, 7, 9, or 3. 3, 5, 9, or 3, 5, 7, or 9. Basically. Okay. 3, 5, 7, or 9.
Lucky number, all I got.
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got? What do
7,
you got?
7, 7,
All right,
7,
all right, we're
7.
good. We're good. We're good.
The answer is 7.
Hey, all right.
All right, that means I got to look for another question real quick because that's the last question.
Yep, you too.
But I'm going to pull it up right now, and we're going to stay with NASCAR trivia.
No,
We're going right to the next.
No,
Man.
I'm out.
This is great.
NASCAR. Huh?
Here it is. What color strip across the rear of the race car signifies a rookie driver? The colors are green,
I have no idea.
red, yellow, or white.
He knows.
Oh, I don't.
What color strip
They have
across the
NASCAR in
rear of the race car signifies a rookie driver? Green, white, red, or yellow?
You and me, what do you got? What do you got? Oh,
Green and green. You both are incorrect.
Oh,
the answer is yellow.
Darn it.
we could be here a while. If it's
All right, here we go.
NASCAR.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one.
Green,
Should
green.
know. What driver holds the record for most consecutive NASCAR championships? The answers are Cale Yarborough,
I know this.
Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, or Jimmy Johnson.
The most consecutive?
The most consecutive NASCAR, the record for most consecutive
I don't know.
NASCAR championships.
I'm not a good dude at this one, so.
Okay, Yarborough, Earnhardt,
Which is
Johnson,
that?
Petty.
Me too. It's
All
a
right.
wash.
Jimmy Johnson is the correct answer.
Used to be Yarborough, I think.
All right. Yeah, it used to be.
till then.
Yeah, it
Oh,
used to be.
can one of you win?
Yeah, we're trying.
You guys do like a sack race or
Here
something?
we go.
Some war.
Nose goes. I don't know.
All right.
Hey, don't be a sour loser.
Here, let me go back.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I wasn't a sour winner.
I'm going to change this up. We're going to go to football.
Okay.
All right, football trivia. Here
I'm
we go.
out probably on this one.
Big Bay's all the way.
You go winner.
Winner.
All right. Who was the first player drafted in the first NFL draft in 1936?
I got this one.
Answers are Jay Berwanger,
Whoever the Gipper was.
Bart Starr, Sammy Baugh, Don Hudson. I gotta answer it. I got like the first three wrong. Who was the first player drafted in the first NFL draft in 1936? Berwanger, Starr, Baugh, or Hudson?
Ain't that?
The answer.
Is neither one of us?
The answer is Jay Berwanger.
Love it. How about that? Champ.
The champ has been dethroned, and we now have a new champion. New champion.
Well, this is going to look real nice. Real nice.
Do we have a speech for the ready for
Hey, it will not be in the pious basketball office.
Hey, at least it'll be at a Black Cat.
That's right.
You know, at least a possession. Well, maybe not a Black Cat for long.
Here we
Much
go.
as he was praising pious over there.
Right.
You know.
Here we go.
All right. Is it
I'm
tirade
just
time?
leaving it alone.
Just doing this. I'm just doing this.
Stirring it up. Stirring it up.
Wow. We have I got more posts here. Donna Blair, Coach Jarvis, I will tell you before you rant on Coach Blair's Kentucky Wildcats. I'll be praying for a speedy recovery on your surgery tomorrow. How about that?
Well, it's next Monday, but yes, I thanked her already.
That's okay. Dave Crump says yes, praying for recovery. So there you go.
So you might be out Tuesday.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'll be here.
I'll be here. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
No, I'm not missing. I mean, you see what happens when you miss.
Yeah, you do not want to miss.
I mean, somebody missed 2 in a row. Surgery ain't going to keep me down.
1.5. 1.5.
You weren't here half the show anyway.
I was here for the rant. That was half the time show.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was.
Your estimation of time is poor.
Well, it's like my, geometry and everything else.
It was geography.
Geometry?
Geography.
He said geometry. He said geometry.
Go back and listen. Geography.
After reviewing the play,
The ruling on the field
it was
stands.
definitely geometry that you said.
Geography.
I think it's time to get to the rants.
Okay, let's go.
All right. It's time for
Let's just let
the
Coach Jarvis
timeout
go.
tirade.
Since he brought it up early on
Yeah,
the
you might as
commercial.
well. You definitely
All right.
tease it. And
Okay,
I mean, I go
news.
first.
Here you go.
Let's go.
Breaking news.
Ray, are you ready for this?
Official Kirkwood.
All right, hold on.
Wait, hang
hold
on.
on. Hold on.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Kirkwood's going to all online for the first 9 weeks.
So you're saying
Kirkwood,
there's a chance.
There's the dominoes, fellas.
Uh-oh.
There's the dominoes.
Well,
It's still up north.
yeah.
Stay up
Yeah,
in the
but where are
county.
we?
Stay up.
Huh?
Where are we? We're directly south. I mean,
Stuff runs downhill.
But you're not going to be Debbie Downer with us here.
Yeah,
Also.
I'm not, as my wife would say, I'm not a pessimist. I'm a realist.
Okay,
Yes.
Debbie Downer.
Right.
They made a Saturday Night Live skit about you.
All right, back to the rants.
All right, here we go. We've got the rant, and let me throw the clock up here. And we will get it
Timeout
started
tirade
right now.
begin.
3 minutes. Who's going to start first?
I am.
The timeout tirade.
All right,
Here we
timeout
go.
tirade
I would
starts
like
now.
to give my 3 minutes to Coach Jarvis.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
need
wow.
6 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I was born in Missouri. I've lived in Missouri my entire life. I root for Missouri teams. The Missouri Tigers. The SLU Billikens. Oh, I'm going to root for Kentucky, but I've lived in Missouri most of my life. Oh, wait, I was born in Illinois, and I'm still going to root for Kentucky.
That's right.
I love these guys who, hey, go Bama, go Tide, roll Tide. You have never been to Bama. You live in Missouri, may not have even been out of Jefferson County, but your favorite team is Alabama. It just drives me insane. How can you root for a team that you're not even in the state? You have never even been there. Can't probably drive there. I mean, why? I just don't understand. I get it if it was like, oh, I'm a Lakers
Alaska.
fan or I'm a 49ers fan because we don't have those sports here.
What if I rooted for Alaska? I couldn't drive there, right?
Well, you wouldn't go through Canada. I'm just saying, it drives me insane.
So
guys-
just because I live here means I have to support the actual state that I live in? Why? Why?
Well, you should support the state you live in, for sure, yes.
Not to support teams. I don't have to.
I didn't say you had to. I said it was
can't
annoying
make
that
me.
you don't.
Why? Why is it annoying?
Because why? Kentucky. I mean, your grandmother or your mother is, whoever you said is from Kentucky. I get it, but you have no tie there. There's nothing tying you there.
It's all bleed. I bleed blue, my friend. Bleed
Can
blue.
you, in addition
Bleed
to,
blue.
if you're a Mizzou football fan, can you like Alabama? No.
I don't like Alabama. Hell no.
I know, I'm just saying, can you?
No, they're in the SEC. How can I like them?
I'm asking you for
I mean,
your
I like more SEC teams, even as a Mizzou fan. I like anybody from the Big 12 because I hate Kansas. Ungodly.
You have to hate Kansas.
You have to. Even if they're not in the same
This guy over here don't hate
care.
Kansas. He's a Kentucky fan.
Oh, I hate Kansas.
He likes all K teams.
UK, KU,
No.
doesn't matter.
And it's not just Blair.
suck, too.
It's like I was driving on the way here and I see this Patriots bringing up the Patriots. A Patriots thing in someone's car. I mean, you're not a Patriots fan.
We don't have a football team anymore, so
You think Tom Brady's good looking or something. And they don't even have Tom Brady anymore. So get that out of here.
right there.
That's
Put that
champ.
right
You
there.
see that?
Put that
Champ.
right there.
Champs.
Move it over here a little
It
bit.
definitely wasn't UK because I missed that question. It was Virginia that won the last national
Yeah, it was.
championship. Not
Yeah, you did miss
Kentucky.
that question. Yes.
that's right.
Yes.
Donna Blair says, bleed blue.
See?
I just blue sucks.
And your time's up.
Time is up.
Good.
Time is up.
Yeah,
I
let's
can't
go to
follow that.
Zach.
I can't follow
yes,
that.
you can.
Oh, my
You can
God.
definitely try.
And fail.
Well, that's all right.
Fail. All right.
And your time starts.
I'm interested in his here.
Yeah, me too.
My opinion on the NCAA is, I don't know, not a high opinion on them. I wish they would get rid of the one and done rule for basketball players. Let them go. Let them go ahead and go to the NBA right out of high school. When you graduate, can you go get any type of job? Can you get a job and make money?
I mean, I might have to have college education.
or some
Right,
qualifications.
but you can go make money, right? Sure. Okay. Well, I would think that if I'm good enough to go play in the NBA, I should have that opportunity and not have to worry about going to college for a year, going to a G League. I want to go, if I'm a lottery pick, I ought to be able to go make my millions right off the bat, take care of my family, and not worry about a one and done rule.
I would
Get rid
think
of it.
The late Kobe Bryant would agree.
So would LeBron.
I would say 2.
Kevin Garnett.
I'm going to go with 2 years.
I think you have to, I think if you're going to go to the NBA, I used to hate it. I thought it was stupid because when they came out and they played, they weren't very good.
Right.
It took time, but then again, they're trying to make money, like you said. So if you're going to come out straight from high school, then you can do that. But if you're going to stay in college, you need to stay 2 years. It's similar to me. It's similar to baseball. In my opinion, because not a lot of guys can come straight from high school to the NBA and have the maturity to keep their money, and there is some stuff that you learn in college, not all of it good, that you don't get in the NBA.
Why'd you look at me on that?
I didn't.
I was just wondering. I'm like, I learned a lot of good things.
But there's
in
a lot
college.
of
We
older-
remember Coach Jones said sports is what got him through college. Sports is what got Coach
Not
Jarvis
through college, through life.
and still today is still getting him through life, right?
And they
I don't
do
agree.
shows like
I don't
this.
agree
Coach
with the
Jones
baseball.
says, right?
If you're good enough,
How many guys did you think would be good enough to go from high school to major
Well,
league?
but that's my point.
I mean, Michael
That's my
Brewer.
point.
Michael Brewer went to. I mean,
Playing for the Rangers
he's
right
playing
now.
for the Rangers right now. He's not going to school.
I think it's single A. Yeah,
But
in
if
single A.
you got to
advanced,
look at it as if you talked about it right now, how many high school athletes would you say would be ready for the whatever, NBA, whatever it is? I don't know that necessarily. I think there's so many more that aren't than they are.
Sure, but that's not up to us to put regulations on them for. That should be the GMs to do their due diligence, and if they want to draft them, and that's on them. If they don't pan out, fire the GM.
I'm not a one guy. I think it needs to be at least 2 years of college education.
I think if you get rid of the one and done, then you go back to Duke that I like. Then you start to get those 3-4 year guys.
Oh, you mean you don't have like KU guys that Kentucky and KU guys that 1 year? UK, KU, it's all blue, and I hate them all.
Get it right.
Time's
Get
up.
it right.
Time's up. Riley Blair?
Is it me or is it Coach Miller?
No, it's you. You get
Go
So,
ahead. Your time starts now.
well, here's what I'm having a real time when the struggle with this COVID-19 testing.
No.
So we talk about this every day. We say that our
I don't know.
positive test numbers are
I don't know.
going through the roof. So my biggest question is, if our positive test numbers are going through the roof, how many people are being tested every day, and how many people are being tested as a negative compared to a positive? We don't hear those numbers. We only hear that we increased our positive number by 355 today, but we didn't know how many negative tests were created today, how many tests were actually given. So what percentage of that has anything to do with how many people are being tested? So, I mean, we talk about we're going to shut the whole St. Louis County shutting down and basically going to go to nothing, 25% capacity in every business and closing every door at 10 o'clock in the night. Well, what stops it from spreading from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.? What stops
It's a smart virus. We've already covered this.
I mean, so my biggest concern and question is why are we not talking about how many tests are being given on a daily basis and how many of those tests are becoming back positive compared to negative, and how long is those tests being taken? So if I had 355 tests come back positive today, when was those tests taken? Last week? 3 days ago?
Some of them might have been a month ago. Who knows?
Well, if it's Major League Baseball, it was 3 weeks ago.
And then you got to take it in different geographical areas. Like I'm saying is if I come here and test, I have to go to 2 or 3 different places. Maybe in this county, I can go to 50 different places, and they test and give you results right then, right there. So how do I know when those tests were done and compared to when they were actually, had it? Like I mean, I've had kids, and I know kids in this county that have been tested, and it took 7 to 10 days to get their results back. They've already been quarantined for 7 to 10 days, and then find out that their test is negative. I mean, what good did that do to that kid? They had to sit out for 7 to 10 days, not knowing a test result. Why? I mean, where is we going to draw this line on this?
You've asked a lot of questions, and we're all waiting, I think, to chime in.
Please do. I mean,
the music's
feel free.
playing.
Well,
He's talking.
my biggest question with COVID-19, when Walmart going to go back 24 hours? I'm sick of having to shop with everyone else.
Hurry, it's going to close.
I want to go at night when no one's there, or if there's interesting people there.
But I just think it's a fine line that nobody knows, nobody will be able to give. Like I even commented tonight on the Jefferson County Health Department page that they were having
That
a
was
discussion.
a fiasco.
That was worse than this show.
But I wanted to know how many tests are done. I wanted to know that answer. I mean, if you're telling me that this is an increase of 86% today, well, how many tests were taken? I mean, yes, it's an increase because we've tested more people. We're going to have more increases in our numbers. So I just don't think that we're getting all the information that we need to make a valuable response to the increases in test numbers.
CNN and all of them are putting out the numbers. I mean,
Well, they're putting out the positive numbers. Yes, absolutely.
CIA is running everything.
Sure. Well, it's called a political. Did you get that right? Political.
oh, so it's
We're
a
gonna make
political disease now.
You heard it here.
To quote
on Livestream STL.
No, if you'd have paid attention
Don't call
last
live
week,
stream STL.
if you paid attention last week, Jeff Ketcherside already said this disease will be cured by
November 3rd or
the 4th,
yeah, whatever it is. So he's already called that. So
It's very frustrating.
I
to
get what
me.
you're saying because you hear about the increase in the numbers, but if there was an increase in the numbers to whatever they're saying, more cases, but you tested 1,000 people and only 2% of them came back, and the next day you tested 500, or you're getting those tests back.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
In the first 2 months, we didn't test but a handful of people. So we only tested 75 people.
Sure.
And maybe 2 came back positive.
But
so our numbers
were tests available. That was the thing, too.
Well, so now we've got umpteen thousands of tests available at different thousands of locations across the state, and our numbers are going to increase because people are going to get tested because they went out of state and they went to Lake of the Ozarks for the last weekend, so I'm going to go send my employee to get tested because they went out of state for a day.
Okay. I guess that.
Hey, where'd you go a couple weeks ago?
Lake of the Ozarks.
That's right.
You go to Illinois,
and I did test, and I got a test back negative. Thank you very much.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
Chris Miller,
You just tell me when.
and your time starts now.
All right. So what I think is absolutely ridiculous, I've already said, is Major League Baseball and how they're handling, having players be able to go out and do anything they want and pull a Lou Williams if they needed to. But the fact
Good
that
wings.
The fact that the Miami Marlins have that many people who contracted COVID, they test positive, and they had to cancel games. This only goes to show how stupid Major League Baseball is, because they had an entire farm system. They have all these kids that are wanting to play. And it might feel like you're playing with replacement players, but those guys, and I know they expanded their, whatever you want to call them, bus group or whatever they nicknamed them, and made it to where you have more kids that come in and play. But they have hundreds of kids in their farm systems who they could bring up and play and have ready if they would have just decided to open their pocketbooks a little bit and take care of these guys who make absolutely nothing and try to play baseball. They make less than teachers. They make very poor wages. I know it's a seasonal thing, but the fact that we have to cancel games because they don't have enough players because of this is idiotic. It's asinine. The fact that they had the kids there, they had the players to do it, and they can't just say, "Oh, we had 14 guys. That really sucks. All right, you 14, you're in."
Right.
It's exactly what we would have to do. It's like, "Oh, next guy up," and keep
They
going.
don't want to start the clock.
Well, I know.
Why do you
It's
think-
exactly right.
Why do you
a
think
lot of
Dylan Carlson is not starting for the Cardinals?
Yeah.
Right
No,
now?
so they
He's not even on the 40-man.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
But it goes to show you, number one, how insane
about this.
Major League Baseball is, because out of all the leagues right now, and we have yet to see the NFL, but out of the 3 that are playing now, they have the worst setup. They have the worst situation. They're having the problems. They had the problems even before starting, where everybody else is going, okay, hey, let's just figure this out. This works. The owners and the players come together. They're trying to figure out a way to play. Major League Baseball, which is America's game, which, if you watch Field of Dreams and you get all tingly, listen to James Earl Jones talk about baseball, that should be the game where it's like, okay, look, let's put this aside. We got to get back to business here to play. You're exactly right. They don't want to start the clock, because as soon as they bring them up, that means that they only get 2 years of renewable contracts, then they get 2 years arbitration, and then they go to free agency.
Well, and you think about the sport, it's the least contact sport.
Yeah.
Right. The least contact.
I mean, Korean Baseball League was playing for how many weeks before, and they don't have these problems. They let people into the stands this last weekend. They have people watching the games, not at full capacity, but they do. And here, Miami and Major League Baseball, they had an opportunity to have enough of these enough players to fill it. They shouldn't have had this issue. So to me, it shows how stupid you can be when it's all about money. It's not about helping people get back to normal or taking people's eyes away from stuff that they shouldn't see on TV and things that are going on in the world that you get a distraction like sports should be.
Well, you're not going to have the roid thing to bring them back.
No.
I'm interested to see how baseball's going to do after
another
all
rant
this.
that I can talk about. Steroids in baseball.
Uh-oh. That's good. I like
on
that.
next week's show.
Wow.
Right. But that's all I had. That was it.
Well, the
Pisses
problem
me off.
is that you can't. And the problem is that you can't tell somebody don't go to the club, don't go here, don't go there, stay in your hotel
I mean,
room.
the NBA is saying that.
Yeah, but they're in a bubble. You're not going to do, like I said, we talked about, you're not going to put 30-some-odd teams and then, like we said, 60 people? Are you going to do the traveling squad too?
Well, what you could do is you could take them through Alaska on a cruise.
That's right. You
And in Alaska, they have
Alaska.
Stay on a ship?
Stay on the ship.
That's
When
right.
it's time for you to come and play, you get off the ship
But they had to go
Get
through
a boat?
Canada first.
Oh my God!
through the Hudson Bay.
I guess, are you riding a duck boat?
too soon. Off the rails.
I feel like we have not been on the rails all day.
What are rails?
Say, what are those?
Rails.
What are those?
Wow.
Yeah,
I still can't believe he was going to sail through Canada.
that's going to be the best.
I had to get through Canada to get to there. My goodness.
I swear, I'm going to bring a map and just have it sit behind me.
Please do.
We're gonna
Put it
a
right
map
here.
Right there.
Right.
To reference
Next
this.
year's trophy, I guess.
Blair is here.
It's your trophy.
That's right, buddy. Who's the champ around here tonight?
Tonight.
Yeah, who's tonight?
Let's talk about the
Tonight.
scoreboard.
I don't care about the scoreboard.
I know.
The scoreboard tonight says I'm the champ.
I have
That's right.
I have all these jokes I could be thrown in.
I know.
But we have to wait till we get off air.
We gotta go one-time champ here. One-time champ. Right here. One-time champ. Right here.
You win next week. That's two in a row.
One more. It's called a winning streak.
It has happened before. Love Major League.
Oh, Lou.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder how Lou would handle the Marlins situation.
Oh, wow.
I think you better go get him.
You say, get the next guys up. Let's go.
Pretty much. I think that's a wrap.
Can I give a 3-second tirade?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to let
So-
Ray do one.
3-second tirade. I won't even put the clock up here.
Oh.
Folks, what happened to respect?
I happen for you, Mike.
What happened to
What's
respect?
happened to respect?
He's scolding us for the show.
And,
I know. We're all like,
I feel bad now.
Sorry, Ray.
is Donnie? Is
regards-
Donnie your mom?
Yes. Oh, yes.
She says he will take it all the way to Alaska.
the champion trophy right there.
No. Rodney Dangerfield used to say, I don't get no respect, I get no respect. Well, we've got to respect folks. And, I'm not going to tell you what side of the COVID mask I'm on, but let the people that you think you're against, give them a little respect, And, we're all in this thing together, and
Should be.
it makes it a lot easier to deal with people. Everybody's got their own beliefs about what's going on, and I'm not going to push my belief because you don't even know what my belief is. So there you go. But all I'm asking for is respect out there in the counties, St. Louis County, Jefferson County. We're better than that. So there you go.
And I think the most important thing about respect is I don't think that people want to hear
Right.
about respect. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it because that would make them give their opinion. And
Right.
people always want to give their opinion, but they don't want to hear somebody else's opinion about their opinion.
Right.
Sounds like
And-
the show.
And so
Sounds like those
Spoken like
Kentucky,
a true Kentucky Wild.
Kentucky Wildcats, right?
you got it, buddy.
Talk
You
about
got it.
SAT scores.
But
that was Memphis. My
I
bad.
think it's important to find out what respect actually means
Right.
and how it entails in our daily lives, because I don't think a lot of people put forth the effort to be respectful
Yeah.
in their everyday life.
What's happened, right? What's happened to that?
Oh, hell, I think
Fear?
it's gone away. because
Maybe a little
people,
fear?
People are scared.
Yeah.
People are scared.
Yeah.
People are scared to give respect because they don't know where it's going to go or how it's going to be handled.
Well, I mean, I think everybody has their own reasons for wearing or not wearing a mask, and like Ray said, you're 100% right. I just kind of look at it as don't be an anti-masker and jump in someone's face, just the same as don't be a mask hole and decide that everybody needs to wear one.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, it's as
We
nice
can make
as
a
I
commercial
can say.
about that.
I mean, it is what it is. If someone asks you to wear it, or like you coming into business, I went to Walgreens the other day. I don't wear a mask, but here's Walgreens. They say you have to have one to enter. And it's like, gosh, go back and get it. You just do it because it's their choice to do it.
Yeah.
And there are people who don't wear them for health reasons. And there are people who do because they feel like it. And that's
gives
fine.
me a perfect Walmart story because I went into Walmart the other day and this guy come out and he was cussing all the way behind me. And every other word was about this mask. And he was not wearing it. Blank Walmart. Blank. I'm like, dude. You know, I don't want to wear a mask either, but I'm going to wear one if I got to go in there to buy something. It's not that big a deal. Put one on.
I mean, I just think that people, I think the biggest thing concerning that mask is people feel like they don't have control. And when somebody tells you what to do, people don't know how to handle that. And I think that's just a part of society today. People do not.
You haven't ran into that coaching, have you?
Oh no,
right here. I don't like getting the stop sign.
But I mean, it is important, and I think that's something that people right now are even more so because there is so many more stipulations and regulations that we're having to deal with. Ever changing every day. Right. And so people don't know how to respond and how to react because today the regulations might be totally different tomorrow.
So that person I held the door open for, you know, the BP the other day, and they didn't even acknowledge that I held the door open for them. You know, I'm like, come on, man.
No respect.
You know, I say thank you. You know,
but I think that has a lot to do with it. People just are scared to make any kind of connection because tomorrow there may be completely different regulations.
Right.
I mean, it changes every day, every single day.
It's a smart virus. We've already established this.
We have.
Oh, here we go.
With that, we're going to step away here, and we're going to call it an evening. Thanks so much for watching the Coach's Box. Ray Halbrook here, owner of Livestream STL. Again, as we're going through COVID here and fall sports, we're going to bring up that Friday Night Blitz. We're probably going to be looking at quite a bit of changes and whatnot, but we're going to try to put some things in place. If you're interested in advertising, give us a call. This is where you advertise and call for us, 314-852-4398. Livestream STL@outlook.com. Coach Jarvis wants to give his shameless plug.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to advertise, hey, support the Herc Lane Black Hat football program right here.
There you go. And one time,
St. Pius golf tournaments Friday.
We got one time there.
Hey, I will be golfing in that.
Yeah. One time. Yeah,
With
we're all in the golf tournament.
Yeah. All but
we're all in the golf tournament.
Coach Jarvis over here.
Doesn't like
Coach Jarvis.
I don't golf.
Me neither.
Yep.
We've established that too.
We did establish
It's very well documented.
I'm gonna do the Blair, and I'm gonna be with my family.
You should ask. I like that. I like that.
All right.
I like that.
All right.
But you should ask Kyle Bohr if Coach Miller knows how to golf.
Absolutely not.
I've already heard.
Again, it's there's video. It shows.
Yes, there is video.
There is lots of video.
Lots of
So
video.
you'll drive the car.
No, I'll play. We'll play someone else's ball. I'll be finding. My goal is to.
He won't even find his ball.
No, I won't. But
That's true.
however many balls I bring to the play, I want to make sure that I try to come out even. So if there's some in the woods, it's
You
like,
just made me
cool.
think of something. I got to go get some golf balls.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Ray Halbrook saying so long from the Coach's Box here. Have a great week. We will see you next week. Until then, have a good evening.
To whom it may concern, I am writing to voice my displeasure with your Coach's Box show and the manner in which Coach Miller wears his hat. Very unprofessional! Exclamation point. Oh, hi!